Hello, everyone, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of Monday, March 17th to Sunday, March 23rd, 2025.
This week feels special.
It does, Nancy. We are right on the equinox,
Yeah.
day and night equal length.
Mm.
Cosmic reset button?
A great time for closing cycles and opening to new possibilities.
Absolutely. A powerful time for everyone, no matter what your sign is.
Yeah,
So we are here to tell you what awaits you in this week's astrological landscape.
exactly. We will highlight the key themes and offer some friendly guidance to help you make the most of the energies at play.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Let's start with Aries.
Okay.
Aries this week is shaping up to be quite fortunate with a real emphasis on new beginnings.
That sounds exciting. What should Aries be keeping in mind?
Well, the big message for you this week, Aries, is to actively work on releasing any lingering negativity.
Okay.
Try to approach decisions with a calm and clear perspective.
Okay.
The stars also suggest a strong pull towards love, which is wonderful, but be mindful of not trying to control those you're close to. That fiery Aries energy needs to be channeled constructively.
Good advice. And what about those lucky breaks we mentioned?
Yes, Aries has not one but two potential moments of unexpected good fortune coming their way this week. You'll also likely feel a surge of energy pushing you to take action. However, this intense energy might also bring some internal conflict, so remember to stay grounded and aware of your impulses.
It's a week of dynamic energy for Aries. How can they best use it?
Yeah. This really is a prime time for Aries to finally get those new projects off the ground or to make those important decisions that have been on the back burner. The key is to focus that incredible vitality into clear, concrete goals. Direct that energy purposefully, Aries.
All right. Any specific lucky numbers or a best day for our Aries listeners this week?
Yes, the magic numbers for Aries to keep an eye on are 34 and 42, and your most favorable day this week looks like Wednesday.
Wonderful.
Also, the colors orange and red seem to be particularly aligned with your vibrant energy right now.
Makes sense. Let's move on to Taurus. What's the overall picture looking like for our Taurian friends?
Yeah, Taurus. This week appears to be a significant moment for personal growth and achieving success. It feels like the seeds you've been planting might be starting to sprout.
Very nice. That's encouraging news for Taurus. What areas should they be focusing their energy on?
The astrological energies are really encouraging Taurus to clearly define their objectives. On a more personal note, it might be a good time to create some distance from any friendships that feel draining or toxic. Nurturing positive connections will be particularly important.
I see. What about the realm of relationships for Taurus this week?
If there have been any recent tensions or difficulties in your romantic relationships, Taurus, the advice is to actively seek balance and perhaps even consider taking a little space to gain some clarity. Interestingly, there's also a possibility of someone from your past making a reappearance.
How interesting. Could certainly stir things up.
Yeah.
What about other aspects of their week?
There's a suggestion of potential economic worries that might cause some anxiety for Taurus. The important thing to remember is to truly appreciate what you currently have, even if you feel like you haven't reached all your financial goals yet. Try not to get too caught up in feelings of lack.
Solid advice. Are there any specific cautions for Tauruses this week?
Yes, definitely try to avoid making any impulsive decisions, particularly when it comes to your finances. The most beneficial approach for Taurus will be to act with a sense of firmness and stability to ensure your long-term security.
Okay. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Taurus this week?
For Taurus, the magic numbers to note are 8 and 75, and your luckiest day appears to be Thursday. Keeping the color yellow in mind might also be beneficial as it resonates with your current energies.
Excellent. Let's turn our attention to Gemini. What's the forecast for our clever and quick-witted Gemini listeners?
Well, Gemini, it looks like success is very much on the cards for you this week in pretty much anything you set your mind to.
Oh, wow.
This is a time to embrace your abilities and go for it.
Wonderful to hear. What kind of attitude should Gemini be cultivating this week?
The key for Gemini is to maintain a really positive, almost triumphant, and definitely creative mindset. Believe in your talents and let your innovative ideas shine through.
Right. And are there any particular areas that look especially promising for Gemini?
Yes, it seems like you can anticipate some really positive developments in both your financial and personal life this week. There are even a couple of lucky opportunities indicated, along with the potential for some unexpected income to come your way.
Wow. It sounds like a very fortunate week indeed for Gemini.
It certainly does. And there's more. Some unexpected new opportunities might just pop up out of the blue. The guidance here is to really take the time to evaluate each option carefully before committing.
Okay, any potential pitfalls for Gemini to be mindful of?
The main thing to avoid is getting too rigid in your plans. This week, Gemini, your greatest strength will be your flexibility and your ability to adapt swiftly to new circumstances as they arise. Embrace the flow.
Yeah, great advice for Gemini. And what about their magic numbers and best day this week?
For Gemini, your magic numbers are 37 and 71, and your most favorable day to watch for is Monday. Keeping the color orange present in your week might also be helpful.
Wonderful. Let's move on to Cancer. What can our nurturing and intuitive Cancerian friends expect in the week ahead?
Cancer this week really highlights your ability to shine and to transform your energies.
Okay.
Get ready to step into a more empowered version of yourself.
Wow, that sounds significant. What should Cancer be particularly aware of when it comes to relationships?
Well, it looks like the possibility of finding true love is in the air, which is lovely.
Good.
However, there's a gentle reminder to pay close attention to your health and well-being this week.
Okay.
Also, the advice is to steer clear of any relationships that feel forbidden or unhealthy and to make an effort to resolve any outstanding legal matters.
Okay. Important areas to focus on. What else is on the horizon for Cancer this week?
There's a suggestion of an approaching moment of maturity or a significant personal realization for Cancer. It also appears that you might encounter some friction or tension in your work life or in your daily routines.
I see. How should Cancer best navigate those potentially challenging situations?
The key is to consciously avoid getting drawn into unnecessary disagreements and to really prioritize maintaining your inner calm. Don't allow external stresses to negatively impact your emotional equilibrium. Focus on your peace, Cancer.
Wise words. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Cancer this week?
For Cancer, your magic numbers for the week are 2 and 69, and your most auspicious day to keep an eye on is Thursday. The color red seems to hold particular significance for you right now.
Okay, let's move on to Leo. What's the majestic outlook for our Leo listeners this week?
Leo, get ready because it looks like your wishes have a very good chance of being granted this week. The cosmic energies seem to be aligning in your favor.
That's fantastic news for Leo. What's contributing to this positive energy?
Well, it seems like Mars is currently lending you some extra support and favor. However, the advice is to be mindful of not getting overly involved in other people's problems. Focus on your own path and goals.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Are there any specific areas Leo should be directing their attention towards?
Definitely. The stars are encouraging you to really trust and utilize your intuition this week. It's also an excellent time to delve into studying something new that sparks your interest and to be a little extra generous with your family members.
Okay. And are there any potential challenges or things Leo should be cautious about?
There's a note to exercise caution and be particularly mindful regarding any legal matters that might be pending or arise.
What about opportunities for personal growth for Leo?
There's a significant opportunity for personal development on the horizon, potentially through travel or engaging in further learning and studies.
I see.
Leos are encouraged to embrace these new experiences as they could lead to really enriching and transformative journeys.
Wonderful. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Leo this week?
For Leo, your magic numbers are 35 and 38, and your luckiest day this week is Thursday. Keeping the colors red and purple in mind might also be beneficial.
Great. Let's see what's in store for Virgo. What can our practical and detail-oriented Virgo friends anticipate this week?
Virgo this week is all about the potential for reinvention and consciously releasing anything that no longer serves your highest good. It's a time for refreshing and positive changes.
That sounds like a powerful theme. What key qualities should Virgo be focusing on cultivating?
The celestial energies are encouraging Virgo to cultivate both inner discipline and a sense of economic stability. It's a favorable time to get your practical affairs in order.
Right. Are there any specific cautions for Virgo to be aware of this week?
Yes, definitely be mindful of gossip and try not to overshare your plans and intentions with just anyone. Maintaining a degree of discretion will be wise. Also, it looks like the possibility of a new romantic connection is on the horizon.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
What's this about a deep cleaning in their lives?
Well, it's not just about tidying up your physical space, Virgo. This week is emphasizing the importance of a deep cleaning in all areas of your life.
Okay.
Take some time to identify those things, whether they are unhelpful habits, draining relationships, or even limiting beliefs that no longer contribute positively to your overall well-being. Making a conscious effort to release these will allow you to move forward with greater ease, clarity, and a profound sense of well-being.
Okay, that's really insightful guidance for Virgo. And what about the magic numbers and their best day?
For Virgo, your magic numbers are 6 and 54, and your most auspicious day this week is Wednesday. Keeping the colors red and purple present in your environment or choices might also be beneficial.
All right, let's take a look at Libra. What does the week ahead hold for our balanced and harmony-seeking Libran friends?
Libra this week looks quite promising with indications of progress in your endeavors and potential new job opportunities or even a change of residence. It's a week that suggests forward momentum.
That sounds like a lot of positive change. What kind of mindset should Libra be adopting to make the most of it?
The stars are encouraging Libra to embrace greater ambition and to really trust in the process of improvement. It seems like some genuinely good times are on the horizon for you.
What about the realm of relationships for Libra this week?
If you've been experiencing any doubts or uncertainties in your romantic relationships or with close friends, this is an opportune time to initiate open and honest communication. Express your feelings constructively and work together towards finding solutions rather than letting those doubts linger and create distance.
Excellent advice for nurturing healthy connections. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Libra?
For Libra, your magic numbers to watch for are 1 and 14, and your luckiest day this week appears to be Wednesday. Keeping the color gold in mind might also resonate well with your current energies.
Wonderful. Let's see what's in store for Scorpio. What can our intense and passionate Scorpio friends anticipate in the week ahead?
Scorpio this week is all about meeting challenges head-on with unwavering determination. You possess a powerful inner strength right now to tackle whatever comes your way.
That sounds empowering. Are there any helpful connections coming Scorpio's way this week?
Yes, it seems you have a strong potential to connect with some truly influential individuals this week, people who could play a significant role in helping you advance your goals and aspirations. Keep your eyes open for those meaningful connections.
Oh, interesting. What about the romantic prospects for Scorpio?
There's a possibility of a romantic interest emerging from either the sign of Aquarius or Pisces.
Okay.
So if you're open to love, keep an eye out for individuals with those astrological placements.
Exciting possibilities. Are there any specific cautions for Scorpio this week?
Yes, the guidance is to consciously steer clear of gossip and to really focus on maintaining your inner calm, particularly if situations around you become a bit tense or dramatic.
Yeah. And what about that mention of the moon affecting their sensitivity?
Yeah, the moon's energy this week is likely to amplify your natural sensitivity, Scorpio, which could potentially have an impact on both your emotional and even your physical well-being. It's really important to prioritize self-care and nurturing activities. In your love life, try to release any need to control every aspect and allow things to unfold more organically. Letting go of that urge for control will foster greater harmony in your relationships.
Important reminders for Scorpio. And what are their magic numbers and the best day this week?
For Scorpio, your magic numbers to note are 3 and 19, and your most favorable day appears to be Wednesday. Keeping the colors white and blue in mind might also be beneficial.
All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. What does the week ahead look like for our adventurous and optimistic Sagittarian friends?
Sagittarius this week marks a significant moment of personal growth and maturity for you. It's a time to really step into a new level of understanding and responsibility in certain areas of your life.
That sounds like a positive progression. What specific areas should Sagittarius be focusing on resolving?
The stars are encouraging you to actively address any pending issues or unfinished business that you've been putting off. Maintaining a positive and optimistic attitude throughout this process will be absolutely key to achieving successful resolutions.
Yeah. Are there any potential pitfalls for Sagittarius to be aware of this week?
Yes. The guidance is to avoid getting caught up in vanity or superficial concerns and to instead focus on cultivating your spirituality and inner peace.
Okay. What about the romantic outlook for Sagittarius?
It looks like the possibility of new romantic connections entering your life is quite strong for Sagittarius this week, so keep your heart open to new possibilities.
Oh, wonderful. And what about that peak in their creative energies?
Yeah, your creative energies are likely to be at their absolute peak this week, Sagittarius. This is the perfect time to wholeheartedly explore those new projects and artistic endeavors you've been dreaming about, and to really harness the potent energy of the equinox to make a fresh start on those creative paths. Let those innovative ideas flow freely.
Fantastic. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Sagittarius this week?
For Sagittarius, your magic numbers to keep in mind are 3 and 4, and your luckiest day this week is Wednesday. Keeping the color green present might also be beneficial.
Great. Let's see what's in store for Capricorn. What can our grounded and disciplined Capricorn friends anticipate in the week ahead?
Capricorn this week invites you to take some time for reflection on your current path and to remember the importance of maintaining your inner calm amidst any external distractions or noise.
Hmm, that sounds like important advice for staying centered. Are there any specific practices Capricorn should continue focusing on?
Yes, it's beneficial to continue prioritizing your exercise routines and to make a conscious effort to avoid any influences or situations that might be harmful or detrimental to your overall well-being.
Okay. What about the realm of relationships for Capricorn this week?
It looks like the possibility of new romantic connections entering your life is indicated, and you'll also have a greater ability to effectively resolve some past relationship issues that may have been lingering.
That sounds promising for finding harmony. What about that mention of potential external chaos?
Yes, it's important for Capricorn to be aware that external events or the problems and anxieties of others could potentially disrupt your emotional stability this week if you allow it to.
I see. So how should Capricorn best navigate those external pressures?
The key is to consciously choose not to let other people's problems become overwhelming for you.
Okay.
Maintain a strong and clear focus on your own personal goals and actively protect your inner peace. By doing so, you'll be able to continue moving forward with confidence and resilience regardless of what might be happening in the external environment.
Solid and practical advice for maintaining equilibrium. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Capricorn?
For Capricorn, your magic numbers to watch for are 4 and 66, and your most auspicious day this week is Wednesday. The color red seems to be particularly aligned with your energy right now.
All right, let's move on to Aquarius. What can our innovative and forward-thinking Aquarian friends expect in the week ahead?
Aquarius, the message for you this week is to continue letting your unique light shine brightly and to really make a conscious effort to eliminate unnecessary stress from your life.
Okay.
You deserve to experience greater peace and ease.
That sounds like a wonderful intention.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any promising new connections on the horizon for Aquarius?
Yes, it looks like you'll be making connections with people who could potentially open up new and exciting job opportunities for you. So keep those networking channels open and be receptive to new acquaintances.
Wonderful. Any guidance regarding past hurts or resentments?
Definitely. The stars are encouraging you to actively work on letting go of any lingering grudges or resentments that you might be holding on to.
Yeah.
It's also a good time to focus on being more responsible in your actions and commitments.
Okay, what about the financial outlook for Aquarius this week?
It appears that financial resources will be flowing your way, which is certainly good news. However, the advice is to maintain your motivation and continue to work diligently towards your long-term financial objectives.
And what about that mention of diverse perspectives, enriching their worldview?
You're likely to find yourself surrounded by individuals with a wide array of different ideas and perspectives, possibly from diverse cultural backgrounds this week. Aquarius.
Yeah.
This presents a fantastic opportunity to broaden your own understanding of the world. Embrace open-mindedness and use these interactions to expand your knowledge and enrich your perspective.
That sounds like a really valuable experience for growth. And what are the magic numbers and the best day for Aquarius this week?
For Aquarius, your magic numbers to keep in mind are 31 and 76, and your luckiest day this week is Monday. Keeping the colors blue and white present might also be beneficial.
Fantastic. And finally, let's take a look at Pisces. What can our intuitive and compassionate Piscean friends anticipate in the week ahead?
Pisces this week brings a gentle note of caution regarding the potential for hidden adversaries or misleading gossip. It's important to exercise a degree of discernment in who you place your trust in.
Yeah, that's good to be aware of. Any specific guidance regarding trust and discernment?
Yes, the stars are advising against blindly trusting everyone around you. Pay close attention to your intuition and observe people's actions rather than just their words.
What about the romantic prospects for Pisces this week?
On a much brighter note, you'll possess a particularly strong and attractive charisma this week, Pisces,
Okay.
which will be very effective in drawing positive and loving connections towards you.
That's lovely to hear. Are there any other positive aspects on the horizon for Pisces?
Yes, it looks like both new opportunities and the possibility of a new romantic connection are likely to come your way, so keep both your mind and your heart open to exciting new possibilities.
Okay. And what about the financial outlook for Pisces?
The financial landscape is showing signs of improvement for you this week, Pisces. It's actually a particularly favorable time to put those income-generating ideas that you've been considering into action. Trust your intuition when it comes to making sound financial decisions.
Wonderful news for Pisces. And what are their magic numbers and the best day this week?
For Pisces, your magic numbers to note are 7 and 43, and your most auspicious day appears to be Wednesday. Keeping the color green in mind might also be beneficial.
Perfect.
So that brings us to the end of our astrological predictions for all 12 zodiac signs for the week of Monday, March 17th to Sunday, March 23rd, 2025.
It certainly sounds like a week brimming with potential for renewal, growth, and transformation across the zodiac, doesn't it, David?
Absolutely, Nancy. Whether you're embracing new beginnings like Aries, focusing on inner work like Virgo, or navigating potential challenges with awareness like Pisces this week, holds a unique significance for each of us
Yeah.
as we journey through this time around the equinox.
We really encourage all of you listening to take some time to reflect on the insights we've shared for your sign and to consider the guidance offered as you navigate the days ahead.
Wishing you all a positive, insightful, and forward-moving week. Until our next forecast.